What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Cat Tales. I have got some absolutely mind-blowing Reddit stories for you today, while I am just playing some Minecraft and reading Reddit. What is more relaxing than that? So I was scrolling through relationship advice this morning, and holy shit, some of you guys are living in actual nightmare scenarios. But do not worry, these stories are going to make you realize your life is actually pretty normal compared to these people. We have got 3 absolutely batshit crazy stories today, and honestly, I do not know how these people even function in real life. Alright, now let us start with story 1, and prepare yourselves because this is absolutely wild. Story 1. Okay, so this post is titled, "Am I the asshole for hiring actors to pretend to be my family at my wedding?" This comes from a 29-year-old woman, and she writes, "So I have been no contact with my entire family for 3 years because they are all toxic narcissists. My parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, everyone. They made my childhood a living hell." Okay, so cutting off toxic family, that is totally understandable, right? Sometimes you have got to protect your mental health. She continues, "When I got engaged to my boyfriend Jake, I realized I would have literally nobody at my wedding. Jake has a huge loving family, and I was embarrassed that I would be sitting alone on my side." Oh man, that is actually really sad. I can understand feeling embarrassed about that situation. "So I hired 20 professional actors to pretend to be my family members. I gave them detailed backstories, taught them inside jokes, everything. It cost me $8,000, but it was worth it." Wait, what? She hired actors? That is actually kind of genius, but also completely insane at the same time. But wait, it gets so much worse. The actors were incredible. They mingled with Jake's family, told funny stories about my fake childhood, even cried during the ceremony. Jake's mom kept saying how wonderful my family seemed. This woman created an entire fake family with backstories. She is living in like a romantic comedy movie, but in real life. She goes on, "Everything was perfect until my fake uncle accidentally called me by the wrong name during his speech. He called me Rachel instead of Sarah. Oh no, the whole plan is falling apart because of one mistake during the speech. Jake noticed immediately and confronted me after the reception. I broke down and told him everything. He is furious and saying our entire marriage is built on lies." Built on lies? I mean, technically she did hire actors to create a fake family, so he is not wrong about the lies part. But here is the really crazy part. Jake is threatening to get the marriage annulled because I deceived him about my family situation. He says he feels like he does not even know who I am. An annulment. Over fake wedding guests. I mean, I understand why he would be upset, but also she was just trying to not feel alone on her wedding day. And then she adds this edit, "My fake family has been texting me asking if I am okay because they got attached to their characters and genuinely care about me now." The actors are checking on her. They got so into character that they actually care about her well-being. That is both hilarious and kind of sweet at the same time. This whole situation is just bananas. Like, I understand why she did it, but also you probably should have told your husband before the wedding that you were hiring actors. Alright, story 2 is even more unhinged because this involves a gender reveal party gone completely wrong. Story 2. So this next post is titled, "Am I the asshole for ruining my sister's gender reveal by announcing I am pregnant with twins?" And guys, this is the most chaotic family drama I have ever read. This comes from a 26-year-old woman, and she starts, "My sister Emma has been trying to get pregnant for 4 years. She finally succeeded and planned this huge gender reveal party with like 100 people. Okay, so big celebration, lots of planning, totally normal so far. I found out I was pregnant with twins the week before her party. I was super excited but decided to wait until after her event to announce it because I did not want to steal her thunder. That is actually really considerate. She is being respectful of her sister's big moment. But then she says, at the party Emma announced she was having a girl. Everyone was cheering and celebrating. Then Emma grabbed the microphone and said, 'Oh no, where is this going?' She said, 'And now I have an announcement. My sister here has been lying to the family. She is not actually pregnant like she has been claiming. She just wants attention.' What? The sister is calling her out publicly for lying about being pregnant, but she actually is pregnant. I was completely shocked. I never told anyone I was pregnant yet. I have no idea where Emma got this information or why she thought I was lying. This is so confusing. How did Emma even know she was pregnant if she had not told anyone yet? So I stood up and said, 'Actually, Emma, I am pregnant with twins. Here are my ultrasound photos.' She whipped out the ultrasound photos right there at the gender reveal party. Talk about perfect timing to prove someone wrong. The entire party went silent. Emma started screaming that I was upstaging her on her special day and that I planned this whole thing. Emma is having a complete meltdown, but she is the one who brought up the pregnancy topic in the first place. But here is where it gets absolutely insane. Turns out Emma had been going through my mail and found my doctor's appointment confirmations. She assumed they were fake and decided to embarrass me publicly. She was going through her mail. That is actually illegal. And then she tried to publicly humiliate her based on stolen mail information. Now, Emma is demanding I apologize for ruining her gender reveal and wants me to pay for a do-over party. A do-over party? Because she got caught going through someone's mail and making false accusations. And the family is split. Half the family thinks Emma was wrong for going through my mail and making false accusations. The other half thinks I should have handled it privately. Handled it privately? She was being publicly accused of lying about pregnancy. What was she supposed to do? Just let everyone think she was a liar? Emma is also claiming that I got pregnant on purpose to spite her because I knew she was struggling with fertility. On purpose to spite her, like this woman planned her ovulation schedule around her sister's emotional state. This whole family sounds absolutely exhausting. Emma needs therapy and also needs to stop committing mail fraud. Alright, story 3 is gonna absolutely blow your minds because this involves the most petty neighborhood war I have ever heard of. Story 3. This post is titled, "Am I the asshole for getting my neighbor's house condemned over a fence dispute?" And guys, this escalated from zero to nuclear warfare real quick. This comes from a 42-year-old man and he starts, "My neighbor Kevin has been a nightmare for 5 years. He plays loud music, lets his dog poop in my yard, parks in my driveway, you name it." Okay, so classic terrible neighbor situation. We have all dealt with inconsiderate people like this. The final straw was when Kevin built a fence that was 3 feet onto my property. I asked him nicely to move it, and he told me to sue him if I did not like it. 3 feet onto his property. That is actually a pretty significant property line violation, and Kevin is being a complete jerk about it. So I decided to do some research. I pulled all the permits for Kevin's house and discovered he has done tons of unpermitted work over the years. Unpermitted work? This guy is doing some serious detective work on his neighbor. But here is where it gets absolutely wild. Kevin added a second story, finished his basement, installed a hot tub, built a deck, and converted his garage. None of it was permitted or up to code. None of it was permitted. This man has been running an illegal construction operation for years. I documented everything and reported it all to the building department. At 6, they came out for an inspection and found violations everywhere. The building department got involved. This is getting serious real quick. The electrical work was so bad it was a fire hazard. The plumbing in the basement was completely wrong. The deck was structurally unsafe. Fire hazards and structural problems. This is not just about permits anymore, this is about safety. But here is the absolutely insane part. The city condemned Kevin's house and gave him 30 days to bring everything up to code or face demolition. They condemned the entire house over a fence dispute that led to discovering years of illegal construction. Kevin is looking at over $100,000 in repairs and renovations. His wife left him and took the kids because they had to move in with his parents. His wife left him. The whole family fell apart because of his illegal construction projects. Kevin came over crying and begging me to call the city and tell them it was all a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? Dude, you have been breaking building codes for years and encroaching on property lines. He says I destroyed his life over a stupid fence and that I am a vindictive psychopath. A vindictive psychopath for reporting actual safety violations and illegal construction. And here's the best part. I told Kevin that if he had just moved his fence like I asked, none of this would have happened. Actions have consequences. Actions have consequences. This man basically destroyed his neighbor's entire life by simply following up on legal violations. Now the whole neighborhood is split. Some people think I went too far. Others think Kevin got what he deserved for years of being an asshole. The neighborhood is taking sides. This fence dispute has turned into a whole community war. The fence is finally gone though, so I guess I won. He won. The fence is gone and Kevin's house is condemned. That is definitely the most extreme victory in a property dispute ever. This guy basically played the long game and completely annihilated his neighbor using the legal system. Kevin really should have just moved that fence. What do you guys think about these stories? Have you ever dealt with fake family members, crazy siblings, or psycho neighbors? Let me know in the comments because, honestly, I love hearing about people getting creative with their problem solving. And speaking of crazy stories, if you want to hear more absolutely unhinged Reddit drama, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. I have got new videos coming every single day with even more insane stories, so you definitely do not want to miss out. Trust me, there is always more chaotic shit happening out there, and I will be here to read through all the madness while we chill with some Minecraft and Reddit. Alright everyone, I am going to keep mining here, so I will catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there, and remember some people are absolutely fucking insane.